Did you just say that you don't do organic? I'm sorry, but if your pears, your berries, and your hairs, and your cherries, and your apples, and your berries, if they aren't organic, then are you really healthy? Hey beautiful people, it's Melissa from Choosing My Health, where I teach you how to easily transition to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle and thrive. Fam, next to people asking me, where do you get your protein? The most common thing I hear is, but isn't going vegan expensive? Like, I once saw this salad dressing at the store and it was like $100. Now, whether you're trying to go vegan, plant-based, whole food plant-based, the one thing that can hold you back is if you think eating healthy is expensive. I learned early on that indeed, there is a way to eat healthy and expensive, but after burning some holes in my pocket with $20 salad dressings and debating if I had to fast for a few days to even make the lifestyle sustainable, I had to find easy, practical, realistic ways to save me some coins. And that's when I discovered that you can indeed be plant-based and eat healthy for cheap. Now, the tips I'm sharing with you not only come from experience, but from a place of understanding the moolah it takes to feed 5 plant-based mouths. So if you need, legit need, easy ways to shop plant-based and save so you don't go broke, let's go. All right, who here grew up cutting coupons from newspapers and cereal boxes? Now, though physical coupon cutting may not be as common today as it was before, coupons are still alive. Don't sleep on them coupons. They're a great way to save some bucks on food that you would have already bought. In fact, I can save as much as $15 on my grocery bill just by clipping coupons through store promotions. For instance, my grocery store sometimes runs promotions on their Majul dates, which I love, but they aren't cheap. When they're on sale, I buy them versus paying full price. You can also take advantage of coupon apps. Some popular ones are Ibotta, Checkout 51, coupons.com, and some of these places also give cashback offers. You can also take advantage of your store's groceries loyalty card program for maximum savings that you can combine with your coupons. And if you wanted to take it a step further, did you know that you could email food companies and ask for coupons? It only takes a few seconds to email and ask. Many will actually send you coupons, and it's a win for you and it's a win for them because you're buying their products. One of the reasons why going plant-based can seem so darn expensive, y'all, is because some people think you have to substitute all of the things you used to eat with specialty items. Specialty items are things you don't need to have in order to thrive on a plant-based diet. For example, when I stopped eating meat, I replaced a lot of my meat with veggie meat products, which, if you know anything about buying veggie meat, it's not cheap. What I should have done was replace the meat with whole food plant-based protein, like beans, for example, which is healthier, it can stretch for longer, and is literally a fraction of the cost. Now, I'm not even saying don't ever buy specialty products, because you might want to try out a new vegan cheese or a salad dressing, I get that. But never make specialty products the bulk of your groceries. A good rule of thumb is to use specialty products as an occasional purchase, rather than an every grocery run purchase. Disclaimer, I'm not here to debate whether the fruit you buy has chemicals or not. Organic does have advantages, we know this. What I really came here to do was to free somebody who feels like they cannot eat healthily because they cannot afford organic. Not being able to afford organic food should never stop you from choosing your health. There are really people who low-key play the I'm better than you card because they only eat and can afford organic. Did you just say that you don't do organic? I'm sorry, but if your pears, your berries, and your hairs, and your cherries, and your apples, and your berries, if they aren't organic, then are you really healthy? At the end of the day, eating fruits and vegetables, organic or not, is going to be so much healthier than the typical Western diet that's laden with saturated fats, processed food, you know, the whole 9 yards. Don't ever feel less than because you can't afford the organic cauliflower. Do you? Go ahead and buy the best that you can afford. I'm a wholehearted believer that God can use non-organic bananas to bless you, okay? Do me a favor. If you haven't been to a farmer's market, go ahead and bless yourself by looking for some in your area after you watch this video. Farmers markets are an amazing option to save some bucks for several reasons. Number one, it's a great place to buy in-season produce, which is usually more affordable and healthier compared to produce that was shipped from a faraway location and lost some nutrients. Number two, you can buy seconds. So these are fruit and veggies that farmers can't sell to a grocery store because they may be a little bruised or a little misshaped. So you get them at a cheaper price and they're still delicious. Number three, you can get really cheap produce by shopping during the last 30 minutes before closing. Vendors usually want to get things off of their hands and will rather sell them real cheap than lug that produce back home. Number four, another hidden gem is that many vendors cut off the tops of produce before selling and usually put them in a pile to discard. Stuff like beet tops, carrot tops. I mean, these things could be made into delicious salads, juices, spreads. Simply ask if they have any discarded items, and most times you could get these for real cheap, if not free. Additionally, many farmers markets accept WIC, EBT, and SNAP benefits to make them more accessible to the public. Do not throw away your scraps. I repeat, do not throw away your scraps. Save money by saving food. Yes, even scrappy food. I can't even add up how much money I have thrown away by dumping my vegetable odds and ends in the trash. Quite frankly, I didn't see a vision for them, but if I was really thinking smartly, I could have been using them for broths and soups and casseroles, you name it. So the next time you process your vegetables, save your scraps and repurpose them. This includes potato skins, broccoli stems, beet leaves, carrot leaves, onion tops. All of this is food that a lot of us throw away that could be turned into more food. For example, why not save money by boiling your veggie scraps and making delicious veggie broth instead of spending money on several cartons that don't even taste that good, and instead use that money for something else? Or if you juice, repurpose the pulp and make some veggie crackers. Now, you may have an amazing grocery store where you can get everything you want at the price you want. Realistically though, this may not be your case, right? The best way to make sure I'm getting the best price so I can save some bucks is to compare prices and shop around. It may take you some extra legwork and research, but it makes sense, especially if you already shop at some of those places. For example, I usually get my coconut aminos at Trader Joe's versus getting it from my local grocery store where they sell it for about $5 more. Also, when comparing prices, 9 times out of 10, the store brand is going to be cheaper than the name brand. Black beans from your grocery store are pretty much inherently the same as the name brand black beans in the pretty package that cost more. And when you can, buy in bulk for cheaper prices from stores like Costco and Sam's Club. I look at the unit price when I'm comparing items, and of course, the one with the lowest unit price always wins. Now, meal plans are phenomenal for saving money because they make you more efficient on time and on dollars. Without a meal plan, you often do something you didn't plan on doing, like picking up that phone and blowing your money on takeout. Whereas if you had your food prepped ahead of time, you wouldn't have had to do that. So do yourself a favor and save yourself some money by preparing ahead of time. It also ensures you're getting a variety of foods each day for nutritionally balanced meals. Also, when you're planning, don't be sucked in by that pretty packaged food that already has your veggies and your fruit chopped up. Did you know that chopped up packaged veggies and fruits can sell for as much as 3 times more than what you normally pay if you were to buy them whole and cut them up at home? So if you want to save a good chunk of change, buy them whole. Okay, Okay, who here doesn't like a nice, juicy, sweet strawberry in the middle of winter? But to get that, you probably have to pay an arm and a leg because it was shipped from some far off place and lost some nutritional value in the meantime. But not in the summer because that's when strawberries are in season. They're cheapest then, and I can probably get them locally grown too. And here's another tip. When fruit or veggies are in season, you can buy more to freeze and serve for winter months. I love fruit picking for this reason because I can get a stash of fresh fruit to freeze and enjoy all winter long, so I don't have to pay high prices for these in the winter. Now, if you do need a non-seasonal fruit or veggie for some reason, you can get them cheaper if you buy them frozen, which still retains a lot of the nutrients. It is so important to set a budget for what you need. If you don't, you'll end up roaming through the grocery store or online, coming out with like $100 more. You hear me? But for real, make a list. Tell yourself you're only buying this much and stick to it. Now, if you do curbside pickup for your groceries or if you buy online, it's even easier to budget because you can see the total before you check out. This gives you the advantage of removing items or swapping them for cheaper ones so you stick to your price. Also, to stretch your dollars, try to purchase those things that give you higher yield and higher nutritional value. For example, a pound of beans might yield 2 to 3 days of food versus a pound of some veggie meat that may only yield enough for 1 day. You see what I mean? The beans are going to be 2 to 3 times cheaper than the veggie meat and even more nutritious because it's the whole food with no added questionable ingredients. All right, here's your takeaway. Going vegan, plant-based, or whole food plant-based can be financially sustainable and realistic. If not, you may throw in the towel and go right back to the way you used to eat. So go plant-based and shop cheaply by sticking to your budget and only buying what you need. And for whatever you do buy, shop in season, use those coupons, compare the prices, embrace non-organic if you need to, and make sure you meal plan. And this way, you're in control of how much you spend and you'll save tons. If you're looking for recipes, encouragement, plant-based education, I have plenty of videos and resources on this channel and my blog. Links are in the description box below. Now, what tips do you have to save dollars on this lifestyle? Please comment and let us know. If you like this video and want to see more like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to learn more about how to easily transition to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle and thrive. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram at Choosing My Health. Now, if you're new to this whole food, plant-based lifestyle thing, welcome! Check out my free gift for you packed with nearly 20 years of my life-tested strategies to boost your game for the win. Links are all in the description box below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you have an amazing day. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Your bears, your hairs, and more hair. If they aren't organic, are you really healthy? Are you really healthy?
You need to stop. You're going crazy. You're losing your mind.